The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, I'm Steve for BoatTEST.com, and in this video, we're going to conduct a features inspection of the 560 Sky from Galeon. This is a premium level yacht, and while it has the profile of an express cruiser, it also has the elevated operating station of a modified flying bridge. Most notable, as with all Galeon yachts we've tested, this one has the characteristic fit and finish that has come to define the brand. As stated, this model differs from the 550 Fly Yacht in that there's a convertible flying bridge, no hardtop available. To the port side of the aft deck, 3 7-inch steps lead up to a 17-inch wide molded stairway. We not only have an elevated operating station, but an attractive gathering area. At the top of the stairs is a counter with a refrigerator underneath. A port side seat has a contoured back, making it comfortable facing forward or to the side. Glove storage, a grab handle, and beverage holder are ahead. A bench seat wraps around the aft and starboard sides. This forward seat has a flip seat back, allowing us to enjoy the ride with the same view as the operator. If weather moves in or we pack up the boat for the night, lower the console profile, lower the windshield, and then the seat. Step to the stairs and actuate the clamshell roof, and just like that, closed up. At the stern is a 5-foot 1-inch teak platform, of which 4 feet 7 inches is hydraulically actuated for lowering into the water. The stairs to port are automatically deployed. In the up position, utilize the reboarding ladder to starboard with the convenient grab handles that could pose a trip hazard. And this teak decking that is done in-house is only the start of the work we're going to be seeing throughout this yacht. To port are 2 9-inch steps at the 23-inch wide entry to the aft deck. A freshwater shower is just to the side. A molded gate is at the top. The next of our exterior gathering areas begins with this L-shaped settee wrapping around an expandable solid surface table on 2 fixed pedestals. Teak decking continues. The upward sloping extended flying bridge deck adds protection with an average height of 7 feet 2 inches off the deck. At the bow, 2 sun pads measure 88 inches in length with a 31-inch average width. To the sides are beverage holders and grab rails. The seat backs lift into chaise lounge position. I'd like to see accommodations for additional positions. The doors ahead of the aft deck open to a full 5 feet 10 inches, and with a single level decking, it creates a seamless transition from the outside to the inside. There's plenty of natural light streaming in from the large windows. There's a lot of dark walnut wood, and lighter dark is offered, matte or gloss finish. We measured 6 feet 7 inches from the deck to the Alcantara suede upholstered overhead. The galley is located aft and to port, keeping it in the center of the 2 main deck gathering areas. Plenty of open counter space. Plenty of storage is addressed. Note the fiddles at the upper counter. To port is a convection oven and a 2-burner induction cooktop next to the double basin sink with cutting board covers. The refrigerator freezer with shelf space above is corner mounted. It's a little small, but across are 2 refrigerated drawers, and these can be selected as either freezer or additional refrigerators. Ahead is an ice maker. Above is open serving area and more storage above the huge side windows. The salon is ahead and up 4 5-inch steps. Ceiling height is 6 feet 8 inches. Seating consists of a U-shaped settee to port wrapping around a dark walnut table with a light walnut inlay. And it's on a pair of manually actuated high-low pedestals for conversion to a berth. These pedestals, along with the rest of the stainless steel, are all made in-house in the company's on-site foundry. Covered storage is ahead. To starboard is opposing seating with a 2-person love seat flanked by end tables, the one aft housing the entertainment components. The seat bases have ample storage, and they slide across to add seating for the main dining table. Behind, a 49-inch TV rises on an electric lift. A Bose soundbar is underneath. Of course, the theme of large windows spilling and natural light continues, and we can even add more light and fresh air by opening up the large sunroof, and look at how quickly it opens. We usually time these with a calendar. Even the side windows open. This really gives the 560 a convertible feel. Courtesy lighting is throughout the decking. It's always impressive to see the attention to detail with Galeon. It's never just a simple laminate surface, but always something more intricate, like this book-matched woodwork, again all done in-house. Even on the cabinet doors. Counters are all solid surface, supported by stainless steel. Air handling vents are integrated into the window treatments and intricately finished. Seats are fabricated from multiple densities of foam for added comfort. Upholstery is all diamond stitched. There's custom embroidery. Even the side panels are upholstered in the same Alcantara suede as the overhead. And the back of the helm seat is treated with intricate fabrication and inlay work. Courtesy lighting is always integrated. Choose from either area carpeting or finished walnut hardwood flooring. Below, the 560 has a 3-stateroom 2-head layout. We make our way below through the center-mounted companionway, and notice again the Alcantara suede panels separated by walnut trim. We'll start with the master just aft. This is a full-beam stateroom with hull-side windows and opening ports to port and starboard, adding natural light and ventilation. The center-mounted berth is 65 inches by 72 inches and includes lighting underneath. Headroom is 6 feet 5 inches. Reading lights and sconces are to each side over night tables alongside that are built in. To port is a small couch facing a desk/vanity. The vanity has a lighted mirror and compartmentalized storage. Just ahead, a mirrored cabinet has shelving inside and raised edges. The couch has the same upholstery styling we saw on the main deck, with diamond stitching and custom embroidery. And notice the curved back. This makes a convenient workspace or vanity. Just nothing done halfway to cut corners. To starboard is a storage cabinet with a leather top, and a hanging locker is just ahead. A 32-inch TV is to the forward bulkhead. Again, the level of fit and finish is extraordinary. The overhead is Alcantara suede with walnut trim and a center walnut panel. The headboard is not only textured but has a directional flow to it. The trim is a contrasting color and it's backlit. Contrast panels are to the sides as well. The shelving alongside is equally intricate with perfectly mitered joinery and even raised edges, and backlit. We head back out. There's a combination washer-dryer in the entry. I'd like to see these doors slide into the sides of the washer to create working space in the companionway. Just across is the master ensuite. This is replete with more dark walnut and solid surface counters. Interesting touch putting the mirror at a downward angle over the window. A vessel sink has contemporary fixtures. The enclosed shower has detailed tile work and includes both a rainfall and handheld wand. An opening port is just over shelving for products. Next, we move to starboard, where we have a guest cabin. This is a double berth arrangement, each 11 inches apart with a built-in night table between. Each measured 80 inches by 22 inches, and they slide together when a couple might be joining on the trip. Again, with a hull side window and opening port, storage is above. The same Alcantara suede lines the bulkheads and overhead that is 6 feet 8 inches off the single level deck. Ahead is a hanging locker with an auto-activated light on the hanging rod, and drawer storage is beneath. I can't help but notice the beautiful work done on this door. Book-matched wood, single-grain panels, and stainless hardware. Directly across is the dayhead. This is much like the master, but a slightly smaller version and just as well appointed. There's a full-length mirror on this entry door and on the door leading to the private entrance from the VIP just forward. Let's take a look. This is laid out in the typical fashion of a 77-inch by 63-inch island berth and hull-side windows and opening ports to both sides. Steps are also to both sides of the berth. The headboard is fabricated from beveled-edged mirrors. Happy to see that Galeon utilized the space over the windows for storage when others choose to leave it blank. It's even taken to the next level with more storage ahead and below. More is even beneath the berth. A hanging locker with drawer storage is to starboard. A 24-inch TV is to the aft bulkhead. A mirrored vanity is corner-mounted. 6 feet 9 inches above, a 7 foot 8 inch skylight has screens and shades that can be pulled all the way across. And of course there's a private entrance to the ensuite we saw earlier. The quality control of having so much done in-house really shows at every turn. There's not only impeccable fit and finish, but quality joinery, so nothing creaks or rattles when underway. That alone raises the bar for competing brands, but if you're still on the fence, take it for a test drive. That will serve to convince, and it's all highlighted in another video. Be sure to look for it. For now, this is my features inspection of the 560 Sky from Galeon. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.